I have so many stories where I've had the fortune of being a mentor for somebody else. The earliest memory goes back to my high school. I went to a high school in Chennai in South India, Tamil Nadu, and my hostel had a lot of refugees who came from Sri Lanka, and they did not understand a word of English, but they were incredibly bright in mathematics and physics. So what I used to do in those days is, after school is over, I would sit down with them and really help them to get settled in this new environment and really teach them everything again in their local language Tamil, for which I learned Tamil to speak and to write, so I could actually work with them and really help them to adjust to this new country that they are in right now. Over the years, in IIT days, I had so many of my peers who would come to me for advice and guidance, to a PhD time, and over the last 30 years in the US, I have touched hundreds of students, whether they are in high school, college, or they're pursuing their PhD. So having gone through graduate school, having gone through my own PhD experience, I have the experience to be able to guide them. Students come to me for career advice. Entrepreneurs come to me for understanding how to launch their startup. Of all these mentoring experiences, one that really stands out, one that really inspired me to do this at scale, to do this for 100 million people, is my story of Srikanth Bolla. At ISB in 2008, there was a conference called Igniting the Genius Within. Professor Prasad Kaipa brought together leaders from all over the world, including Dr. Kalam as the keynote speaker, and the topic was how to ignite the genius of 500 million Indian youth. And me living in Silicon Valley, I suggested that I also want a few youth to be speaking at this conference, and one of them was Srikanth, who was in his 11th grade. He shared with me his vision of wanting to study in MIT and to prove to the world that being blind is not going to be an obstacle. I worked with him over the next few years, helped him take the SAT with the help of FBI, College Board, and Indian authorities, to really get one student, that too a blind student, to take the SAT in India. Got him funding to get to MIT, and really guided him for taking classes, because I lived in California and he was on the other coast at MIT. So several of us came together to offer financial assistance, and including Dr. Desh Deshpande and Srimati Jayashree Deshpande, who were very generous, who were really philanthropic in their heart, who also supported Srikanth. His first idea was to start a training school for what he called differently abled. We also funded that initiative. So right from the 11th grade, having an aspiration, I had the privilege to see him grow and learn and really evolve to today being a very successful entrepreneur. I define mentoring as a process to see someone flourish in their own garden. Srikanth is in a garden where there is no light because he is blind by birth. And he has taught me, this experience of mentoring Srikanth has taught me the difference between sight and vision. There are so many people in the world who have perfect eyesight but no vision for their life. And here is Srikanth, who doesn't have eyesight but has a great vision. And it's really a growth opportunity for me as the mentor. When people ask me what's in it for the mentor, I share this story, because mentors grow much more as a human, as a leader, as an empathetic individual by being part of such mentoring interactions. And it is incredibly satisfying to me that there is a new biopic that is coming out celebrating the story of Srikanth. So I see this as an opportunity of being placed at the right place at the right time to be able to make this impact on other human beings. And when mentoring, with the help of MentorCloud, you've grown to a level of impacting millions of people that can deliver the same joy